Hello, welcome back. This is video number 2, and as you can see by the title of the video, it's called Breakups. And this is gonna tie in a little bit to what the first video was about a little bit. But get my little note sheet over here. So I talked about that I was going through a breakup as of late. And yeah, it's been a couple days since I recorded the last video, and I've just kind of not made any videos since then. It's not really been that long, but I kind of want to stay consistent with this, so I'm gonna try and put out 1 to 2 videos a week, maybe 3 depending. I work weird hours, so one week I have more days off and the other I have less, significantly less, but we're gonna try and pop out 1 to 2 videos a week, so that's the goal. But tying in to what I was saying, that I was going through a breakup, yeah, it's hit me. This is really early in the morning, not really early in the morning, it's kind of getting closer to noon, but I've been having a pretty rough morning. I had a really good past 2 days. I've hung out with friends and family, and that allowed me to distract myself from the problems I had going on. Some of my friends were having some problems, and listening to them talk about theirs just made me forget about mine, and that was really nice for me, I guess. But it kind of felt like running away in a sense, not thinking about my own problems. And so today I just woke up and felt really empty, and I just didn't feel like doing anything, and I still don't really feel like doing anything. I have plans still with my family and more plans with some friends later. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and I think going out would do me a lot of good, but I just get this overwhelming feeling of just staying home. The friends I'm going out with are the friends kind of I hung out with my ex with the most, so going with them kind of just, I get the feeling that I'm gonna get a sense of longing being with them for her, and that's kind of making me scared to go right now. But we'll just kind of see how things play out. But sorry, that's kind of off topic. But I just want this channel to be as raw as possible. I hope that this style of content is able to attract people, because I don't know, I don't feel like being fake, you know what I mean? I want to be as real as I can be with people, and it's just kind of how I always am, with everyone. But yeah, so I've been feeling pretty down this morning, and yeah, I don't know. I just I know there's gonna be good and bad days. This isn't the first breakup I'm going through, but it's my first breakup with it not ending in a toxic manner, I would say. My previous relationship was just not, just things were not good, and things just ended in the worst way possible. Like we hated each other at the end of everything. But on this one we didn't, it just it was life circumstances that got in the way, and in a way I feel like that kind of hurts more, because there was a lot of love left to give on both ends, and neither of us no longer had the energy to give it. Even though I was telling myself that I could try, really I was burning the candle at both ends, and so was she. And for me it was a little harder to come to that realization, but it was she's definitely the more mature one out of the both of us, and she made that decision. And you never really know what's going on inside someone's head. You never know someone more than you know yourself. And I know she was just checked out, and I could see it, you know what I mean? I could feel it coming. but I just didn't want to really accept it. And you might be thinking like, why don't you work on yourself? We were going through a lot, and it was really hard for me to do so. Me mainly due because of my job. It wasn't allowing me to get into it threw me completely off my rhythm, because I'm a morning person and I like to do things in the morning, and just like get ready and get up early and go on about it, and then get home and just rest. And I got put on night shift, not by my own will, and it drained me, man. It drained me, and it's still draining me. I genuinely don't know if I'm gonna continue at this job or not. So maybe we'll have a video on that at some point. But yeah, I put a lot of strain on everything, and it just things started falling apart as the months went on. And we just, from the beginning, we knew that we didn't want to get distasteful and like hateful of each other. So there was a hard decision that had to be made, and she made it. And she had a lot of strength for that. We had a little short talk. It's really hard in those moments, the exchanging of things, if you've ever been there. And it's just a day full of fucking tears. Sorry for the swearing. But yeah, that's really what it is. And it's hard to do that. Props to anyone that's ever had to do that and walk out of it with your chin up. Because even though my chin's up, right now, I fall down on my knees a lot. You know what I mean? I break down a lot as of recently, and it's hard because it feels humiliating, and it feels like the world around you's collapsing, and there's nothing you can do about it. There's just this weight on your heart that just won't get off. Elephant in the room, bro. And yeah, it's hard. It's difficult. It's world ending, but things happen for a reason. And even though everything is bleak right now and everything doesn't make sense, and you're just falling in a endless pit of just self-loathing, loathing at the world, despair, just all these negative feelings just colliding inside your heart, and each one battling to feel the most out of, to come out on top. But just remember that everyone's gone through this. You know what I mean? It's to put it lightly, to put it simply, it's a phase. You know what I mean? You think you're never gonna find anyone ever again, and you think you're doomed at love, but that's not the case. There is light at the end of the tunnel. And like I said, it's not my first rodeo. My head knows that in a couple weeks, in a couple months, however much time needs to pass, it's gonna pass. And you're gonna look back at the moments, and you're gonna learn from it, and you're gonna grow from it, and you're gonna blossom into a person that you never knew you could become. And you're gonna feel good about yourself, and it's gonna just be a memory you can laugh back on and say to yourself that, wow, was I really that torn up about it? Like, Jesus, like that was a mess. And I mean, everyone goes through it, and everyone deals with their own pain in their own ways. And yeah, you just gotta roll with the punches, man. Even though it's hard, you know. At the end of everything, you'll be a phoenix reborn. You'll find love again. And you know, your second relationship might not be the one either. You know what I mean? And it might not be the third, it might not be the fourth. But as humans, I think we just have to choose to love, you know? And we have to choose to believe in something greater than ourselves. We can't be scared to try again, because if we do that, we die. You know what I mean? A person dies twice. Once, you know, whenever they actually die, and the second time, well, really, that's the first time, but you know what I mean? Like, somebody actually dies when they die, but the other time when they die is whenever they've given up. You know, that's the first death. When you've given up, there's nothing more that can be done. So my advice to everyone is keep pushing, keep running, keep fighting towards what you want. And even if you don't know what you want, set a goal for just one day, and then keep setting goals as the days go on, and you'll find that eventually you've built something. You know, just start with something small, just something to make you happy, something to progress your life, you know. And stop being afraid of what's out there, and just go for it at the end of the day. Right now, I really don't want anything else but her and her embrace, but I can't have that right now, and that's hard. It's hard to come to terms with, but I have people around me, I have my family around me, and I know that they're gonna be here for me. And if you don't have anyone out there for you, leave a comment. I'll talk to you. You know, we can talk for hours. I'll give you a call. You know, I'm still pretty small, you know, if you just need somebody to talk to, maybe there's somebody in the comments. Probably just crickets there right now, but eventually I'm gonna work hard to make this something that I can be proud of, you know what I mean? Yeah, so thank you so much for listening to me. I'm Yaya once again, and yeah, have a great rest of your day, great rest of your week. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.